In question 3, we've got a greengrocer here who's selling boxes of apples, bananas and oranges, and it's told you how many they're selling over a 3-day period, and then it's got some information in here where you're looking at the price per box of banana, apples and oranges there. All right, so that's the information. Now it's got you to perform 2 calculations, so we might do those straight away. Let's come and we'll do them on our calculator. All right, we could do them by hand, but let's do them on our calculator. I'll put the first matrix in. We're going to change the second matrix, so we have to go edit, come down to B, and that will be the first one we have to put in there. So we're going to type in 18. So it's 1 by 3. Set the dimensions. Type in your values. That's going to be 18, 15, and 13, and 13. So that's that one. And then we're going to quit out of there. All right, so we'll come back to matrices again. Quit. Right. Just clear that. Come back to your matrices again, and we're going to edit number 3 or C, and we're going to make that a 3 by 1 matrix C. Enter, and then it's going to be again 18, 15, and 13. Right, so that's what we've got, and we have to do the 2 calculations. So let's do that. All right, so we're going to do the first one. We're going to do. Having trouble with my calculator, you guys. Just clear that. All right, so matrix C, and then we're going to do the first one, which is B times that by A. All right, and so we do that. And you can check this by hand. We've got 235. So let's come and do that into our. So we do that calculation. So that's going to be equal to 235, 337, and then the last one worked out to be for 248. Okay, so 248. Right, now we have to do the other multiplication, see how that turns out for us. So the next one we had to do was we had to do matrix C, A, and to times that by matrix C, C. You can just type in 3 as well, and that will actually do the same thing. So that's 330, 262, and 203. So let's write those down. So that's equal to 330, 203, and what's the last one? Got a bad memory. Well, it's 262 and 203. So the last one is 203 and 262 and 203. So we've done the process. Now what this question is asking you, which is the right way of doing this, and I talked about this in class the other day, and what we need to do is look at the information that you're getting from this. So if we look at this first matrix C, we've got a cost versus apples, bananas and oranges. So that's what that matrix C here is, and this matrix C here tells me in day 1 I sell 6 boxes of apples, 7 boxes of bananas and 9 boxes of oranges. Day 2, 5, 8 and 4, and day 3 there. Now the key thing for me when I'm actually looking at the information, the key thing for me is I'm actually looking at this column there with that row there. They need to be compatible. Alright, so when I'm looking at that, are they compatible? No, they're not really. I mean, I could do a matrix C multiplication, but they're not compatible. Right. When I'm looking at this next one here, they're compatible. Okay, so our row and our column have to be compatible. So that tells me when I'm looking at this that this is the correct one here. That's the correct process. You think about it. I've got 6 boxes of apples, day 1, I'm timesing it by $18. I've got 7 boxes of banana, I'm timesing like that, $15. And 9 boxes of oranges, I'm timesing by $13. So day 1, it's telling me that I'm actually making $330. Day 2, I've got 5 boxes of apples times by 18. I've got 8 boxes of banana times by 15. I've got 4 boxes of oranges times 13. Gives me $262. And so therefore, that makes sense in terms of not just the number size. Remember what we're looking at here is, 3 by 1 times by 3 by 3 times by 3 by 1. That works, and so does the other one work, but it's the compatibility of my values that's important. Now, if I was trying to work out how much revenue I made over the 3-day period, well, I could just simply say $330 plus $262 plus $203. That gives me a grand total of $795 revenue. Now, the other thing I could do here is I could multiply this matrix here by a 1 by 1 by 1, and that will actually work that out for me. Right, so question 3, it's really getting you to think about what we're looking at in terms of how we organise our matrices. It's really important.